Today, we're going to be upgrading our small military checkpoint into a mega military lockdown checkpoint here on the bridge. It's going to be pretty insane, so let's go start building. Before we do that, though, we got to relocate the Humvees off the bridge. We're going to go ahead and build the base starting on the north end of the bridge entrance, right over here, right before you start the incline. So we've got all this space right here to build custom helipads and all the crazy stuff. We're going to put in the lift gate right about here, and then we're going to have full base operations. So it'll be like a military base for the bridge. It's gonna be pretty insane. We got the first Humvee off the bridge and then the second one off, so we can clear this old lift gate and these sandbags, and then we'll be ready to build. All right, we grabbed the light too, so we're all clear. I think we're ready to build. But if you guys are excited for today's military video and like to see them, make sure to drop a thumbs up down below so I know to continue making them. All right, so we got a bunch of new buildings down here. We got guard shack 1. Check this out. So it comes with a full guard shack. You got computers and everything, and you also get a new lift gate with a stop sign. So now it's gonna tell people they need to stop so they don't drive through the lift gate, and this is going to be placed down on both ends, the north end, which we're currently on, and then the south end of the bridge is where we have the other entrance at. So we're going to go ahead and actually have to customize all this too of the island, and then we're on the mainland right now where north end is. I think that shack looks good right about there. The next thing we're going to build in is we're going to add in a little tent, and it's got full base operations there. We'll go check that out as soon as we're done building everything, and we're going to place that down right about there next to our guard shack. So that should be perfect. The next thing we're gonna do, add in some cool ground texture. We got this really nice cement. We're gonna place this all the way around. That way we've got a spot to park all the vehicles at, because there's gonna be a lot of vehicles at this checkpoint. We're gonna have high level security. There's been a lot of vehicles stolen in and out of here, and the police have not been taking care of it. So the military is actually a lot bigger force around here. So they're gonna be controlling the entire checkpoint, the entire bridge, and everything that goes with it. So that should be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and add the grass texture back down next to our tent. We're gonna have a helipad over here, and that's gonna be able to land any helicopters. We've got new guards flying in, whatever else. So let's go find that. This one looks good. It comes with a fuel canister, 15,000 liters, so we can fuel the helicopters while we're at the checkpoint. We're going to place 2 of them down because, we'll have 2 helicopters, 1 inbound, 1 outbound, so that should be perfect. There we go. Add in a little road to go with it, and I think we're almost just about ready to get into the fine details here. So what I like to do is we add this rock texture around the driveway. This makes it look really nice, defines it, kind of separates it from the texture that we've got. So that looks good. We'll do that over here too, just like that. The next thing we're going to add in is a pretty good sized camo fence around the entire place, the entire checkpoint, because like we said, we want to have this locked down pretty good, and the only way we're going to do that is if we have a good barrier. We're going to add in this cool fence. We've actually got a green camo. I like this one a lot better. It needs to be placed down on this side just like that, because as you can see, the netting's facing this way, so it's harder to climb up it. Anyhow, we're going to place it around next to this farmer's field, so right up until probably the river will be good right there, and then we'll go right here and we'll be done. And we got all this space back here if we want to build something cool. Maybe we'll add another headquarters or something. Let's add the fence again on this side of the bridge, just like through here. There's a bunch of farmland out here, so that's kind of good. Gives us a good barrier, and that looks pretty good, I would say. We'll add in the fence going this direction now. All right, just like that. And what we do need to do is add in a second guard shack, and you're probably like, why? That's kind of just a waste, but it's not. We need to have 2 down in case someone decides to break through the first one. They still gotta go through the second one. It's an added barrier of security, and also it protects the base too, because as you guys know, we've got to have this base secured, and then you go to level 2 security to get onto the bridge. And we actually can get rid of our old lift gate here. There we go, and our old sandbag. All right, now that bridge is fully open there, so that should be pretty much good for the north end here. We do need to buy some helicopters, and I would say some more military surprises. North end is good. Let's head to the south end of the bridge and see what we can do to make it better. Wait, one more thing on the north end. An American flag, boys. We need to add a few of these down right about there at the start of the lift gate. That should be perfect. And we actually still got one on the bridge. We're going to leave that. And then we've got a center guard check there. And now we're on the south end. So let's see what we can do to make this a lot better here. Obviously, we get the American flag, letting them know that they're going into the United States. So we'll leave that there. And then let's see. I think we're going to have to take out some of these barriers right here. We're going to get rid of this old light. We've got a step right there. We're going to go ahead and clear all these trees out. All right, that looks a lot better, as you guys can see. So we do have this one, I think this is a farm or some sort of storage facility right here next to our bridge. So we need to find a way to separate this, lock it down, so that these people aren't kind of near our checkpoint. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and relocate their entire driveway. We're going to go ahead and make the driveway go this way. And we're able to do this because we're the military, boys. Security over everything. So we're going to build their driveway going that way. And then we're going to lock down their driveway right here, right through there. We're going to go ahead and put the grass texture back down, and that'll give us an added security border there. So that should be good. And now we got all this space space to build in stuff. As you guys can see, I cleared out the trees along the side. We're not able to go into this little river right here. There's no way we can build on that. So our checkpoint's going to be have to locate around here. Let's go check it out, see what we can add to it. Now, obviously, we're going to have a guard shack. So we need to place this down, and this needs to be super highly secured because this is going to be the entrance to the United States. So we need to make sure this is secure. There's nobody coming into the country that's got a stolen vehicle or anything else. So we're going to place this one down right about there, and then we're going to go switch over to the fences and lock it down along the sides here. And how we do that is we add some pretty crazy barbed wire fence. Check this out. But this is like concrete in the middle of it. So we're going to place that down right there. Check that out. Does it have cameras on it? I don't think it does. So we're going to actually place down the sandbag right through there. Actually, I don't think a car's getting through there. Maybe a bike, but we'll probably add some sort of cone there. Let's see if we can find, maybe this will work right there. That'll be a little construction fence. You'll have to move that to get out of the way. And now same with the other side. This one's going to be locked down all the way through here. So we just got to find a spot that works. And look at that. This looks insane. Look at the fence on the side. I'd be surprised if someone breaks through that other than a tank. So we should be pretty good. We've got one barrier right here, which gives me a little bit of concern. So I think we're going to add a second one similar to the other side. But how it's going to be is placed down like the same way by about 10 feet. So right there should be good. So that'll give us a little distance. They got to clear through both of them. And then we're going to go back in with some sandbags. These are a little bit cheaper. We're going to add these down as a border right through there. So we got fences on both ends. That should be perfect. I'm pretty sure nobody's getting through here. If they do, I'd be very surprised. So the checkpoint looks pretty cool. Let's go check out the inside of the guard shack and then also our new headquarters over there. And we need to buy some helicopters and some other checkpoint vehicles. Meet you guys back at the north side. All right, we are back. This is looking sweet. I do like these guard shacks. These are pretty cool. So let's go check them out. Enter through here. Oh, this is awesome, boys. Check this out. You get a full defense system out the window. And we got that on both sides, too. This is awesome. Very, very cool. All right, we also got communications. So we got, I think, what is this? Oh, this might be the announcement thing. I think we have a megaphone that goes through the entire base in case we've got an intruder. We've got a medic kit. We've got a stool. And then we've also got these really cool, like, windows. They're like camo windows. So that's pretty sweet. Let's go check out the main base here. What's this outside here? I think this might actually be, I don't know what that is. But, yeah, you get sandbags around the entire thing. So in case somebody tries to drive into it. This thing is pretty heavy duty, too. This is a full cement block onto a steel frame and then obviously the wood. So if someone does decide to break through it, it's a little tricky to break the main frame, but the wood they break, we just replace it with a new one. You get a nice green stop sign. I like the green. Blends in with the whole base theme here. And then this is Base Camp Alpha. We'll have any of the guards that are staying overnight sleep here. You got more operations and everything. We got cameras right there getting repaired. We got some defense systems, which we should probably lock up. And it's kind of good, though, because like I said, we secured the base itself, too. So they got that guard check for security level 1. Let's check through here. So we got all of our cameras. Check that out. That's mega cameras there. Sleeping quarters 1, 2, 3. We'll probably actually, 4, 5. Okay, you got double bunk beds there. This is probably be a general or someone important gets their own room there. And then we got a map of everything. Whoa, look at this. This is insane. You get a map of everything, the whole city, in case we ever have a red alert or a problem, and then you'll lock it down. Very interesting. You get a nice couple pictures, more security cams, coffee maker, microwave. That's an old frequency type thing. That's how they communicate or something. We also got all of the tapes for the security cameras in case you need to review footage. And then the exterior of the building, you get a big barrier. You get all the sandbags around the side. You get a pretty cool antenna there to communicate with everything else. You got cameras, though. If you guys can see, there's cameras on top of every single one. So let's jump up here. I'll show you that. And that's how we see everything. There's 4 cameras. So that's why there were so many cameras. We got 4, 4, 4, and then another 8 over there on those 2. Let's back in the Humvee, and then we'll get the vehicles transferred over here. We're going to buy 2 Blackhawk helicopters for our transfer helicopters. Let's see. We're going to back in the light. We don't need the light anymore, which is kind of good. We got lights in all the buildings now, so we're going to back it in. We'll back it in right in front of the Base Camp Alpha sign. For now, that should be good. And then we're going to park the Humvees up sideways. Backed in right there. I'd have to say, I like this one without the shell on the back of the trunk. As you guys can see, that one's got a shell, they call it. I like this one. It's more of like a pickup truck style. I'd rather choose this one over that, and it's pretty cool. You get to see the exhaust. All right, Base Camp Alpha's looking good, boys. Here's the lift kit to show you how this works. It lifts up very slowly. Super heavy duty, as you guys can see, and there's also a control box in here, so someone can just sit in the gate, and anybody that's allowed in is allowed in. So look at this. This is secure to the max, guys. We got a fence going along the side. Looks good. Let's go buy some helicopters and fly them on back. All right, since we're the military, we get some United States Army helicopters. That is right. So we're going to buy 2 of them. There we go. They are not 120,000. The transfer of fuel is 120,000. These things are millions of dollars. So let's go fly the first one back, and then we'll land it on the helipad, see how it works, and then we'll check out the base from from a bird's eye view too. All right, we're spinning up here, boys. There's the Blackhawk helicopter number 2. We're in number 1. Let's go ahead. We got liftoff, boys. There we go. Up and away. Check this thing out. This is a fast helicopter, high speed, low flying, and also doesn't burn too much fuel, but you know, it's definitely expensive. All right, we're approaching the base, guys. We call it the base because it technically is. This thing's got a full communication center. There's the 2 helipads. Actually, pretty good view of the H there, the landing pad. So that's actually good to see. So there it is, the north end. As you guys can see, we've got so much more space to build on it. So we can add, you know, maybe another headquarters over there. We got space over there. We've got lots of space to add stuff to it. Let's go check out the south end, make sure that looks pretty secure. This one's not as complex because it's a non-United States side. So we don't need too crazy of a base, but we do need pretty high level security, such as, you know, the fence, the barriers, all that stuff. So that helps. Check it out. It looks pretty good. Right down there, I would say it is approved. All right, boys, let's go fly back to the north side. We're going to land this thing, and then we'll bring the other helicopter back, and we got to go bring over some other vehicles. So what I mean, this thing is fast and low flying. Look at this thing. It's just gliding across the coast here. There we go. Let's land it down. All right, let's see how good our landing skills are here. We do have to land it on a side because this helipad's a little bit small for a Blackhawk helicopter. Right there should be perfect. Look at that. Amazing landing. I didn't lose my skill. All right, the first helicopter's back. Let's go grab the second one, and then we'll bring over the surprise vehicles. All right, we got the second helicopter on back. Let's land it pretty much parallel with the other one, and then we'll be good with our flight operations here at the new checkpoint. Just like that. Perfect. All right, it's back. Let's go bring the surprise vehicles on over. Say hello to my little friend, guys. We've got the tank back. That's right. We're bringing it back into the military base. We need to have a tank at all times, all right? Just in case anything were to go south. Let's pull up to the gate. Check that out. Very slow opening. They opened it for us. It goes all the way up vertical so that in case you get a large size vehicle, it'll be perfect. You know, sometimes they're just angled and then, you know, someone could accidentally hit it. We're going to back this thing in. We're going to back it in actually next to our level 2 security right here. And that's in case we've got a problem. In case they somehow clear through level 1, well, we'll have somebody positioned in the tank ready to go at all times. The second surprise vehicle is a Polaris Razor. That's right, boys. Check this thing out. We've got a 4-door Polaris 1000. This thing is going to be nice to get from the north end to the south end very quickly because if we don't want to take one of the Humvees, we'll just drive this thing on over. It's our little utility vehicle, and it matches with the tan color to all the rest of our military equipment. I think it's pretty cool that we've got a new military checkpoint. If you guys want to see us get this thing opened and start letting vehicles through, drop a like and also subscribe in case we do come back, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.